Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Near the senior citizen here, greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And welcome back to this. The map is moving. More fabled lands. And we are in Marlock City, the huge, sprawling metropolis where General Grieve Morlock led the army of bloody revolt. Now lives in the palace, the protector general of all Sokara. And there's just, all so many corpses hanging outside the city. But there's still all sorts of cool stuff inside. Like, there's a house stash because, I can buy a townhouse. I needed shards to do that. I don't have any shards. Well, there is all sorts of things. I have to have some shards. That doesn't tell me anything. Oh, look. 28 of them. What are those? Oh, mithrils, huh? Well, goody. I need lots more shards is what I need. So what we have to do, we're going to leave Marlock City. Well, maybe, is there a merchant guild or anything? Trade guild? Hi, trade guild. Are you going to maybe the guild master? The Merchants Guild of Marlock City is a large, many-storied building of marble. Inside, many clerks and scribes are at work. Here you can bank your money for safekeeping or invest it in guild enterprises and hope of making a profit. Well, is there any adventure to be had? Well then. The guildmaster, a tall, gaunt man, welcomes you. The guild in Golner and Sokara is plagued by privateers on the high seas. Amcha One-Eye is the worst of these lawless dogs. He has cost us thousands of shards. Bring me the head of Amcha One-Eye, and I will reward you. He and his cutthroat crew operate from the Unnumbered Isles, now called the Kingdom of the Reavers because of the pirates who have made their base there. The Isles lie to the south. You know what? I'm not ready for that, I don't think. So we're going to leave Marlock City. I just don't. Well, I mean, is there anything at the tavern? Or is that just a place to sleep? It's just a place to sleep. And I don't want to buy any drinks for anybody. So we're just going to leave and we're going to travel and we're going to look for adventures like over here in Shadar Tor. We've never been to Shadar Tor. We've been over here to Yellowport, but not Shadar Tor. Excuse me. You are on the cobbled road between Yellowport and Marlock City. It is well kept by the Sokaran military. You spot a man ahead striding toward you. Suddenly 5 or 6 bandits appear from the wayside to assault him. The lone figure executes a series of movements almost faster than the eye can see, and you see his sword flashing in the sun. Moments later, the bandits are all lying dead or dying around him. You stop to compliment him on his swordsmanship. The man, a grizzled veteran of many campaigns, rewards you with his steely gray eyes and says, I have learned much of the arts of war in my time, it is true. Impressed by his skill and demeanor, you venture to ask him to teach you some of these arts. He looks up and down with a critical eye. Well, let's see if we learn anything. Combat roll, I have to break a 9 and I start with a 7. I would say that was a success. Holy smokely, puddin' and pie. Successful combat roll. He seems to see something he approves of because he says, perhaps, but first we must prove yourself. There's a knight, a man of great evil. He is known as the Black Dragon Knight. Defeat him in battle and I will teach you. Bring me back his black dragon shield as proof of your valor. With that, he turns and walks away. I was ready for that. I thought something like this was going to happen. I did not get jump scared. But how will I find you? And then, I was going to say, how will I find you? And then, how will I find you? But how will I find him? And then, how will I find you? You cry. Would you have me kill him for you as well? Yes, over his shoulder. As for the second, ask for me in the Blue Griffin Tavern in Karan Baru. My name is Yanrit, the Sun. Well, very good. How nice. Okay, we gotta go murder someone so that he'll teach us things. You come to the top of a wind-swept cliff. An ancient pillar of jumbled rock, pitted and weather-bitten. My God. An ancient pillar of jumbled rock, pitted and weather-beaten, stands at the cliff's edge like a broken finger pointing at the sky. Seagulls sing their song of desolation in the air. Good God. This is painting a very bleak picture here. Judging by the runes etched into the rock, the Tor dates back to the time of the Shadar, a race that ruled Harkuna so long ago they're lost in myth and legend. Well, let's examine these runes. Like tens of thousands of those before us, I don't think the odds are good that we're going to make this one. Well, how about that? Huh, okay. We did learn something, mayhaps. The runes are written in Old Shadar, an ancient language from thousands of years ago. You realize that the runes form a spell that will give you the power to breathe underwater for a few hours. Quick save successful. Let's use the spell and swim out. No, that's stupid. But I did quick save. Gills grow out of your neck as soon as you have read the runes aloud. You make your way down to the beach and swim out to sea. The gills work perfectly, and you find yourself swimming in the eerie silence of a submarine world. Suddenly, hideous forms loom out of the murk. They are rather like giant squids, but they carry spears on one of their many tentacles and wear rudimentary armor. Great black eyes shine with an implacable alien intelligence. Oh dear. The vile-looking creatures shoot towards you at terrible predatory speed. You have no choice but to fight them. Well. Alrighty then. Bugface McGee, I can't remember what name I gave her, does what she needs to prepare her weaponry. Okay, here is the squishies. We're for Jaluda and suffers a penalty. Alrighty, 10 out of 10 for both of them. Oh, I am hosed like a Christmas monkey. It is a good thing I quick saved, isn't it? And then, where's defend? I mean, I should probably disengage. Oh, goody. You move 2 squares? Okay. Okay. Yes, you fool, you fool. This is what I brought you here for. Only 50%? Well, I do kind of want to stun the thing. Let's see how that would work. Okay, they are stunned. And I am out of AP. Which means I can't even defend. That's fine. That's fine. We'll end turn. Okay, you're stunned, but... Did I hurt it? Oh, I'm out of AP. Can I move? Well, that was nice. That was good. Oh. Can I take you out? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well, I was hoping you wouldn't hurt me, to be honest. An action point? Do I have a... I have no action points. You see, I wanted to use my my healing potion. I wanted to go like this. How do I do that? Oh, like that. And then we're out of oh boy, I barely hurt this little sea monkey. Okay, does that actually hurt anyone? Oh. Well, okay. Oh, now I'm at I'm out of AP. Can I do head? Okay. Didn't hurt me. Ah ha ha. Okay. Okay, we're not. It's still. Oh my God. Okay. Ow. Oh boy. Let's see. Haha. Okay, unfortunately, out of points can't do anything at all, so gotta end turn. And then. Oh, baby. Repulsive one. One of the creatures bursts open in death, spilling a black inky cloud into the water. The sack in which this ink is kept falls free from its body. You can take the ink sack if you wish. You also find coral jewelry worth about 15 shards. Yes, please, thank you. Nothing else occurs during your foray into the depths, so you return to land. You climb back up the path that leads to the cliff-top tour without incident. I wonder if I really should have not done that. However, it is something that I did do. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I mean, we did get a couple shards, so we could head back up to the... through Trefoil. Yes, yes. Oh. Oh! I forgot that there's a thingy. Test your luck. No special bonus. And... oh. That's nice. But luckily I have no blessings to lose. Yeah, for Trefoil. It reminds me of a story wherein there's a story in a story where a leader, much like Marlock, gathered up tens of thousands of individuals and kept bringing the noose in so tight that it was just a gigantic mound of screaming, tortured flesh before they finally just murdered them all. Very unpleasant people. Kind of like Marlock. We're gonna... oh my Lord God. Bud? Yeah. Ow. But that's what we needed. Ooh, thank you everyone at this place, the Weary Pilgrim Tavern. Your things have been very, very appreciated. Your things. Oh, where would there be? Where is this? Let's see what there is. Oh God, I forgot. This is a bad place. I don't want to get lost. However, we have been up here. But where is Baron Kara? I've forgotten. Oh my Lord God, I'm going to get banged on the head. Oh. Oh my God, what's going to happen to me now? You're a... oh! Gain 10 shards. Well, thank you. I didn't realize I looked that horrific and such. Ah, yes, there is Karen Baru. I can't remember if we have been there before, so let's go check it out. Karanbaru is a medium-sized town that acts as a way station between the citadel to the north and the rich towns to the south. It is a garrison town. Many supplies, arms, and soldiers move through Karanbaru on the north-south trail. Shops, temples, traders, and the like have sprung up here to serve the needs of the military. There's also a sizable mining community, for the mines of Socara lie in the Bronze Hills just outside town, and a slave market where poor unfortunates sold into slavery are bought for work in the mines. The Karanbaru market consists of several covered arcades. Much of its stock is for miners and soldiers, and it is run with business-like efficiency by the Socaran military. Now, there is a temple, an inn, a market. How much? Oh, they're all 200. I'm lucky I got that abandoned one as a first house. And this. You know what? We're just going to go for a random exploration. You walk the dusty streets of Garrison. Oh. No. I don't care. If I am forced to go there, I will go there. But my modern sensibilities don't like it. I mean, I like it in that it belongs in a game because it's a thing that happens. But I don't want to deal with it. So this is just we heal. Oh, but no, this is the Blue Griffin. Yeah, the Blue Griffin Tavern is frequented by soldiers and mercenaries. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, no, we don't need to stay here. We don't need any of that stuff. And, yeah, so let's check out Market. I mean, lots of weaponry, yeah. You know, what do I have? Just a, well, it doesn't matter what I have. All of this stuff is out of my financial reach. So you know what? Actually, I'm sure. Temple of Lacuna. Lacuna is the goddess of the moon and of the wilderness. She aids hunters and woodsmen and travelers in the lost places of the world. Her temple here is a long hall of oak covered in vines and plants of all kinds. Inside, flowers fill the air with a pure and clean scent. Excuse me. Sure, let's seek a blessing. If you're, a non-initiative must pay 25 shards? No, I don't need a scouting, but I'm fine. We don't need a blessing. We're fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to head on out. We need to find some adventures so we can get some cash. What are we looking at here anyway? Cold bleak in the mountains, the farmlands, the northern road, the Bronze Hills. We've been to the Bronze Hills. We might as well see if we can climb over here in the Cold Bleak. Well, that was easier than we're right at the base of them. Cold Bleak mountains look as inhospitable and forbidding as their name implies. Their frozen flanks climbing high to the icy clouds. You know what? I don't have any rope nor proper supplies. I don't want to make a risk of like being frozen. So, have we been to the countryside? Is that what it is? Well, let's look there instead. You are crossing an open expanse of flinty ground. A few herds of sheep roam the lone hill. Okay, well. Oh, of course I get lost. Of course. You get lost. When you finally discover your whereabouts. Where do we ended up way down south, and we're oh my lord. Okay. Hopefully not a 1 or a 2. I can live with nothing happens. That's fine. Okay, so the countryside, that's a rough one. We'll still I don't remember that, but okay, yeah. The stinking river has cut its way through the high ground here. On the edge of the chasm that overlooks the river lies the village of High Theris. Just outside of town, 3 bodies hang on a gallows, slowly rotting. I mean, that's what we need. You know, more rotting human corpses decorating the place. Inside, the villagers are having a thing that I do not know how to pronounce, to be honest. They welcome you. You can get some rest and recuperation here. Restore up to 5 lost stamina points. When you're ready, you leave. Yeah, I want to get away from the rotting corpses, thanks. I mean, you know, thanks. Lake of the Sea Dragon? I can't even remember if I've been there before. I'm pretty sure we... Let's check it out, because I can't remember. ADHD is fun. You were up the stinking river near its source, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. From here, the yellow waters rush down to the sea. The smell of the bubbling, sulfur-laden water is abominable. The shores of the lake are swept by the ochre waves, and the air smells foul. A sickly, pale green seaweed is the only vegetation that can survive in the sulphurous waters of the lake. A small fishing village, Cadmium. I like the name of the place there. That's a good heavy metal to name your place after. Has grown up on the shores of the lake. Explore or market? Let's explore. Let's see what we find here. The local village is very small, with very limited options to explore. Maybe you could try and talk to the fishermen. Sure. Fishing, you ask. Surely nothing can live in these poisonous waters. The fisherman shows you a bright yellow fish with gray stripes, saying only the smolder fish has adapted to the sulfur. It feeds on the local seaweed. Mind you, the smolder fish is totally inedible. Why hunt it then? Well, each fish is worth quite a bit to sorcerers and the like. We have a standing quota to fill each month for the magical colleges at Dwemer, I'm going to assume. The sulfur-laden organs burn in a particular way, a very useful ingredient in certain magics, I am told. And where does all this sulfur come from? Scholars say there is an underground volcanic vent. Others believe it is the breath of the sea dragon, or the sea dragon. Personally, I always drop a silver nugget into the waters once a month to appease the dragon, for his favorite metal is silver. Now, how would you know that, old man? You know what? Didn't it say we can go fishing? Let's hire a boat and go fishing. Grab a smolder fish or 2. You can hire a boat for 15 shards if it comes to the fishing net. Yeah, we're not going to go fishing. I'm not going to get enough shards from any fish. I mean, here, we're going to go, well, to sell, 55 though? That's nice. Huh. 15 shards? You know what? We're gonna do it. 15 shards to go fishing? Let's go fishing. You lose her. Yeah, okay. You row out into the lake, spread the net, and wait to see what happens. After an hour or so, a great bubbling and frothing of the lake disturbs your solitude. A massive scaly head, the size of your boat, erupts out of the ochre-colored water at the end of a long, sinuous neck. Great, luminous green eyes look down at you. The creature is covered in brown scales, with a bright red crest running from the head down his thick, ropey neck. I am Vase, the sea dragon. it says in a rich, creamy voice. I don't know how to speak in a creamy voice. Tinged with evil greed. To fish in my lake, you have to pay tribute, to wit, 1 silver nugget. Face now, or pay my wrath. Well, okay, this is how that fisherman knows the sea dragon likes to have a silver nugget. You know, I even heard the fisherman say that the sea dragon likes to have a nugget of silver, and then I went out on the lake without a nugget of silver. Oh boy, unable. Before you have time to react, the dragon's massive tail smashes into the keel of your boat, lifting it out of the water and breaking it in two. You are pitched into the sulphurous lake with a rabid sea dragon closing in, intent on swallowing you whole. Well, as someone who's into 4, if I do get swallowed by the dragon, that's a happy ending to the story too. I do not have a luck blessing. All I need to do is score. I need to score a 7 or above. I barely made that. Thankfully, +2 for adventurer mode. I mean, again, being swallowed by the dragon would be a positive end of the story, but somehow you manage to evade the creature's jaws and swim back to shore. Hauling yourself up onto the beach, you're assaulted by an angry villager. "Where's my boat?" he cries. "You've sunk it, haven't you? You city types don't know a thing. Well, you'll have to pay me back 50 shards at least." "Ha!" you reply. The cost of hiring it was more than it's worth in any case. As far as I'm concerned, the boat was mine to do with as I liked. The argument goes on all the way back to the village, but eventually the fisherman gives up and storms off. You know, this is what I need if we come back. That has been a rather unpleasant experience there, and I'm afraid to go back to the countryside, so let's check out the Eastern Road. You are on the road between Blessed Springs and Vinifax. Pilgrims, the sick and injured, traveled this route to the holy waters of Blessed Springs to find salvation. You know I'm going to roll a 1 or a 2. You know this is going to happen. I am actually amazed. Blessed by a priest. You are blessed to gain the safety from storms blessing. Thank you, priest. That is greatly appreciated. Well, Blessed Springs, I mean, now that I know what it is, I'm not really hurt, so I don't need to go there. But have we been to Vinifax? Let's find out what a Vinifax is. Vinifax? Let's find out what it is. Well, this is what it is. It is a strange-looking village. It looks like a single gigantic building. All the houses are joined together to form a jumbled mass, and none of the houses have doors. The only way in is through holes in the rooftop. Ladders lead up to the roof, which in effect forms a network of streets that the inhabitants travel across to get to certain buildings. We had to build it that way. For defense, says a passing farmer. You see, the scorpion men from the south cannot climb, so they can't get inside the town. Scorpion men of the south. Wandering around, you clamber down a ladder into a long, low hall, the Vinifax Market. A sign reads, "Closed on Thursday." Fortunately, it's not Thursday, and a stoggy stocky, barrel-chested man with piggy eyes introduces himself as Forza, the master of the market. There's not much for you to buy or sell in this provincial market. Items with no purchase price are not available locally. Well, we might as well explore then. You think of the places that could be of potential interest to you in the strangest looking village you have seen so far. After a while, you narrow them down to a few useful possibilities. But you know what? I'm not hurt, so let's chat to the villagers on the rooftop. A small boy runs up to you saying, "Help us, help us! The man-eating, bloodthirsty gobgobbler has got my little sister. His mother." I started looking over here, then I read down here, and then I had to come back up here to start reading. So his mother, a flaxen-haired beauty, comes up behind him. "Surely you mean bloodthirsty, not Thursday?" you ask. "Oh no," replies the young mother. "The man-eating bloodthirsty gobgobbler is so named because it hunts only on Thursdays." The boy's name is Mikhail, and his mother is Lynn. Her husband is away in the army, and her young daughter Haley was taken by the beast last Thursday. Apparently, several people have disappeared, never to be seen again. Please help us, plead the villagers. The villagers. I went and stumbled over that simple word. Well, I'm all for creatures eating people, but I will help them. So we're helping them. You wait until Thursday. Lynn tells you that the disappearances happened a little way out of town near the old farmhouse. As you leave town, you notice Forza, the master of the market, heading in the opposite direction. You know what? Oh my God! What? Okay. Okay. I think it's probably important to follow Forza. But I'm afraid, well, we're going to follow Forza. After a while, Forza follows around, heading across country. Well, let's make a scouting roll then. I hope. Just gotta... Oh, that was really good. Successful scouting. You trail Forza to the old farm. He goes inside and you creep to see what he's doing. 3 rough-looking thugs. I was going to be a bad word coming up. I was coming up with an F instead of a TH, and I don't want to alarm the YouTube algorithm. 3 rough-looking thugs are helping Forza get into what is obviously a monster suit. It's a bit like a giant hairy toad made of the hide of some animal stretched over a wooden framework. So much for the dreaded gobgobbler. You wait by the door. As the thugs emerge, you club one to the ground. But you will have to fight the other 2. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, God. Well, they got barely anything. They're bags of wuss. I'm just going to defend. Wait for them to come to me. End turn. Okay, they need to be in an area so I can rush them. So we're just going to defend and wait. Okay. I mean, sure. Boom! Unfortunately, out of action points. That means Buckaroo Banzai over there, who's not really Buckaroo Banzai, but he's going to smack me in the head. He smacked me in the head. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Oh, you Dave. Okay, can't hurt you, though. I can't defend. I can't. I don't know. Ow! Oh, and I don't have any healing potions because I spent them all. Oh, that's bad. That's... Okay. Alrighty. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm gonna die. Oh. I am amazed that I survived. After the beating you served Forza and his accomplices, you wake him up with a bucket of cold water. He is eager to run off, but at the sight of a hardened adventurer, rather than a timid villager, he surrenders and confesses all. He terrified people with a monster disguise to keep them away from the farm. He and his men were kidnapping villagers. That's the second time I stumbled over that word. He and his men were kidnapping villagers, chaining them in the cellar below and selling them to a slaver from Karan Baru for work in the slave mines. You find Haley and several other villagers down in the cellar. Don't hurt me, begs Forza. I'm only trying to make a few shards. What? By selling your own people into slavery, says one of the villagers, giving him a good kick. You lead them back to Benefax. Haley runs into her mother's arms for a tearful reunion. Lynn, the mother, gives you a suit of chainmail. Oh, yeah. And I can sell that. An ordinary weapon. These have been in the family for generations. It's all I have to give, she says. Forza is hauled off to the local magistrate for judgment. He will probably be sold into slavery. Continue. Well, at this point in, I'm going to call it until next time. And there will be a next time. So until then, Jaluda, rank 1 warrior, who's also going to get a quick save out of this one, is waiting for you on this journey of exploration. So until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.